So here we go. I am taking Stellar Eye Primer, like this, just a little one, and put that on my lid. I like a fair amount. I know some people are stingy. I'm not stingy. I have to share the love, you know? And I'm waving that in all the way up to my brow bone. Okay, I'm going to take this floofy brush from Eco Tools. It was in one of their little travel gift sets. I just wanted to try their brushes. And I'm going to take Peanut right here. This one. And I'm going to take a healthy amount, tap off a little excess, and I'm going to do my whole lid, including up to my brow bone. So I'm just going to do everywhere. Everywhere that I want there to be eyeshadow. I'm not going to do it under my eyes, right? And as a guideline, I tend to use, there's a bone here that comes up, if you follow from your nose up, this bone that your eye sits in, I usually follow that bone for my eye makeup. So I tend to come up along that bone and then to my brow. Is that still the brow bone? I don't know. That's usually what I do. Okay, now I'm going to take this flat, I guess, shader brush, and I'm going to take the color Lemmy. Oh, that first color was called Peanut. I could have just told you the name. Lemmy, this bright yellow color. And I'm going to really pack it onto the brush. And then just pack it into the inner third. And I'm not too worried about follow because I can just brush that away later. Okay, I'm going to go back to the fluffy brush. That's how you do it, like this. Back to this fluffy brush. And I'm going to take the color Hollywood, which is just a bright gold color. Really get that on the brush. And then do the rest of my lid with this. And I'm going to take Taxidermy, which is really dark chocolate brown. Same brush. A little bit on the end there. And then I'm going to put that in the crease. So I'm going to anchor down in there and just bring it all the way up and blend it out. Right now, and because you already have that peanut color on your whole lid up to your brow bone, you already have your highlight. Done. Simple. Okay, and then I'm going to take my Geisha Ink felt tip liner, give it a little shake. I'm going to line my eyes. Hopefully I'm not out of frame while I do this. I still have a little bit of trouble with felt tip liner, liquid liner, anything like that. Right, so this is just how I do it, I don't know how everybody else does it, but I start in the middle and I come all the way to the end, and then I have very skinny eyes, not like skinny, but like, I have a lot of skin. I know that's kind of gross, Anyway, I'm just going to drag it out a wee bit. Okay, and then I'm going to fill in the bottom so that it comes up. Oh goodness. Okay, my camera is being very funky today and keeps cutting off. Finished lining my eye and brought it out to kind of a wing using my Geisha ink felt tip liner. And then I use Revlon Luxurious Color Black to do my tight line and underneath my upper lash line. And then Maybelline Full and Soft, black, it's waterproof, and it's got a big fluffy brush. And then on my cheeks, I used a NYX Mosaic powder in Rosy. Just because the eyes are so shimmery, I wanted to keep the cheeks more matte. And I just used my Eco Tools Kabuki brush to apply that. Now, before my camera cut out, I had used this Sally Hansen Smile Brightening Lip Treatment in Gleaming, and it was just a very, very pale pink, and I thought I'd keep the lips really pale and kind of muted as the eye, even though it's neutral, is really quite bold with the eyeliner. And then I dug out this Glamorous Pink by Revlon just to try a bit more bold of a lip. And yeah, it's really your prerogative, I guess. I mean, you don't even have to use the same colors that I used. You could use, if you have a yellow, a gold, and a chocolate brown. I mean, those are pretty common colors. They don't have to be the ones out of the KatVon D palette. I have lots of, well, actually, tell you the truth, most of my makeup is drugstore makeup. I don't own a single thing that's MAC. I own one thing from Smashbox because I got it for my birthday. And then the KatVon D palette because I got a Sephora gift card for Christmas. So, yeah, that's it. And, I guess I'll see you next time. Bye.